Hi everyone, I realize the length between my uploads is increasing, so I wanted to do a short one this time. Let's start with a gentle reminder. You are going to die. No need to panic, not immediately, probably not during this video, unless you're watching it while skydiving without a parachute or attempting to deep fry a toaster, but it is coming, as surely as Monday morning. And it's not just you. Everyone you know, everything you love, gone. Your childhood home will crumble, the books you treasure will rot, the memes you shared will be forgotten, buried beneath layers of digital dust, like some 21st century Rosetta Stone nobody asked for. One day, the name of the person you love more than life itself will be spoken for the very last time. Then, silence. But here's the thing. That's not a tragedy. It's just how this ride works. Heraclitus, the original sad boy of ancient philosophy, once said, "No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it is not the same river, and he is not the same man." In other words, time doesn't ask permission, it just moves. You were once a child with jelly on your hands and magic in your bones. Now you're here, watching a philosophical YouTube video instead of doing your taxes. The point is, you changed. You're changing, right now in fact. New cells, new thoughts, new heartbreaks. The person you were a year ago doesn't live here anymore. You carry their bones like a backpack. Everything beautiful in life is rented, not owned. Love, time, breath. You don't get to keep any of it, but you do get to use it, if you're lucky. The Stoics, those delightful Greco-Roman buzzkills, had a saying, "Memento mori." Remember that you will die. Not to depress you, but to liberate you. To remind you that your morning coffee, your friend's dumb laugh, the dog who barks every time you look at it funny, they won't be around forever, which is precisely what makes them matter. We live in a world of compulsive permanence. We archive, we hoard, we upload every meal, every thought, every sneeze to the internet like we're building a digital mausoleum. But nothing lasts. Not your Instagram, not your salary, not the galaxy. Even the stars will flicker out one day, leaving only the echoes of heat and the quiet math of gravity. And yet, we love anyway. We build sandcastles knowing the tide is coming. We say forever to people we'll lose someday. We write poems about people who no longer remember our name. That's not foolishness, that's defiance. That's what makes us human. You will sit beside someone you love as they take their last breath. You will wonder what the point was. You might cry, or you might just sit quietly, realizing how small and tender we all are. And later, when the world doesn't stop, when the buses still run and people still argue about pineapple on pizza, you'll understand. Grief is the price we pay for meaning. You never grieve for things that didn't matter. Life is made of endings. Your favorite movie ends. The perfect summer ends. Even this sentence ends. But when you know that, when you really know that, everything gets louder, colors deepen, kisses linger. Even washing dishes start to feel like a small ritual in a fleeting universe. The point isn't to live forever. The point is to live now, with whatever trembling heart you've been given. No moment will repeat itself. No conversation will be exactly the same. No version of you will ever return. You're here once, just once, like a comet, like a whispered joke, like a song on the radio you almost missed, but didn't. And that's the gift, isn't it? The fact that everything ends means that everything begins. You fall in love because you know it might not last. You say I'm sorry because you might never get another chance. You look at the stars because you won't always be able to. The Buddhists call this impermanence anicca, the dance of change, the great unraveling of all things. You don't fight it. You don't cling, you bow to it. And if you're wise, you thank it. Because without endings, there would be no stories, just static, just stasis, just nothing. Everything you love will disappear, but not before it teaches you how to love it properly. Not before it wakes you up, not before it whispers, "Hey, look around, this is it." And so, don't be afraid that it ends. Be afraid of missing it while it's here. Be afraid of sleepwalking through your one impossible life. Let it hurt. Let it be awkward. Let it change you. Then let it go. Because in the end, and there will be an end. What a beautiful thing it was to have loved anything at all.